Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is another episode of Nature Jewels. This and Mr. Crawlings coming at you. Here's a little update of the Vivarium. And I'm about to upset the natural lighting cycle of the tank, because as you can see here, I'll turn off the room light. You can see some of my reflection, but up top here we got the ventilation fan, we got the night heat light and the day heat light and the Fenix 24/7, which is doing fantastic. But we got some updates coming, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this off so you can see how dark it's actually going right now. And you're getting a little flicker, but that's because of the LEDs. I'm going to go ahead and kick it on to max light mode, so there might be some transition. Hang on. There we go. So as you can see, this tank is just, I cannot explain how happy I am with this tank. Dude, it is stellar. Just the colors throughout, the purple wanderer, wandering Jew as I refer to in many other videos, and the pitcher plants, and that pink star bromeliad just popping throughout with all these different leaf structures and patterns and different greens that I got going throughout this entire vivarium. I added some reindeer moss, like right here and then over here, and I think I threw a little in back there actually, but it's amazing. This tank I could not be happier with, and it's coming together so well. Let's see if I can get it without getting too much of a reflection. Some of my male guppies right there, I'm calling that like a yellow flame tail right there, and he's just starting to color up, so he's gonna be awesome. Where is he? I think back there, that's the guy I'm calling. These two back here, the one behind him, let's see if I can get them to come to the front. They're always kind of sparring. They're the dominant males, but right there is the paintball. And then up here is almost like a, what I would consider, because he's got the blue on the belly and then the red stripe down his back. It's almost like a neon style guppy. But you can see, obviously, I'm recording with the, with my phone right now. It's just really late at night, and I just wanted to give you guys an update on this and show you like how well this tank is truly doing. Pardon me, man. But as far as the aquascape goes, I feel like it's not doing as well as it could be. The Anubias Nana, I believe it's called, is the only one that's probably doing what it should be doing, but it still doesn't have a lot of leaf growth. The Riccia is this stuff right here that I'm showing you now. That's doing extremely well. It's bushing out. It's not as dense as I would like it. I'd like it to kind of start carpeting and covering the whole floor. But the Ludwigia, which is this stuff over here, I believe it's the Ludwigia. It might be another species. I will have to check it again later on. I forgot what it is exactly, but it's really stretched out, and I definitely think it's gonna do better with some supplemental lighting. But man, dude, I'm just so ecstatic. That Australian fern, that Australian queen fern right there, is shooting out all the way across that pothos. The pothos I cut back like tremendously, and the leaf structure is coming out like dwarfed and dense, exactly like I wanted it to. And it's all about just sitting there and taking the time and knowing your plant and pruning it and you know, just developing it into what you want it to look like in your scape. But this is all just coming together just fantastically, and I know it's gonna do way better as soon as I get a spray system hooked up, whether it's the Typhoon or or one of the other spray systems, I know it's just going to flourish even better. But right now I'm just hand spraying with distilled water. And the big pitcher plant, the star of the show, he gets constant sprayings, like every other day, every third day, and then allowed to dry out about like 60 times. So I have no like idea of the quantity of the water. And then the same with the Australian fern, like that thing just gets sprayed constantly. And then this dwarf like oak leaf, I want to call it, I picked it up from like just a Piggly Wiggly local near me, but it's like a little countertop plant you could totally get. But it shoots out these climbing root runners along the back, and I just kind of staked it up along the back there. And in the backdrop there, I used some like spikes to pin it towards the wall so that the root structure will start to climb up the back, and you can see it's doing a fantastic job. I like, words escape me how happy I am with this build and how it's progressed. And I just can't wait to do more builds for you guys in the future here, because I am totally going to be doing a lot more builds. This is just one of the many that I'm going to produce. And I had a few YouTube viewers actually contact me about doing custom builds. And I will absolutely do custom builds, especially if you guys are in the Wisconsin area or one of the neighboring states. I would be happy to do a custom build for you. It is going to be a little bit more expensive, but I will give you exactly what you're looking for, you know what I mean? I started a Patreon page as well, so you guys can jump on there and look for Mr. Crawlings, and you can sponsor me if you want. You don't have to. But my big thing for this is that, like, I just want to show you that if you don't feel you have the skill level to create something this gorgeous, and you want a little piece of the jungle in your own home, and you want waterfalls, or you want a waterscape, you want a paludarium or a vivarium even, and depending upon if you want to keep dart frogs, or if you want to go with something more desert dwelling where you'll have succulents and things of that nature, just let me know and I can produce that for you totally. Find an image on the internet, send it to me, you know, we'll get in contact via email, and I can, like, I'll make something like this for you, and I'd be happy to make something like this for you. And if you have a YouTube channel, feel free to like put it up there, throw my name out there, and I mean, we'll get the ball rolling, because you guys are what makes me successful, and I want to make you successful at the same time in turn. So I just want to give you a little update on the 60-gallon red-eye croc skink vivarium with my beautiful male guppies down here that I'm line breeding to get those colors, to get those genetics for the paintball, for the yellow flame tails. Those are all going to be available in the future, and I'm going to get rid of them cheap, guys. I mostly want to get it out there for my name, get it out there for you guys, so you can add them to your vivariums, so you can add them to your aquariums, and just have a little bit of a Mr. Crawlings in your home to enjoy. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode on the Nature's Jewels channel. This is the Nature's Jewels channel, and this is Mr. Crawlings signing out. Hope you all enjoyed. Later.